Innervision, taking you to a new level of Christian radio. www.innervisionrecords.org, the official website of Innervision.
Send us feedback, requests.
Help spread the word about local musicians. We are Inner FM.
Welcome to another Innervision FM show. Today we're going to be talking about staying healthy as a musician during these interesting times, and it's always been an interesting time for musicians and artists. And sometimes, you can get so much into the art that you forget to take care of yourself, right? So we want you musicians and artists to stay safe, stay healthy, and keep creating the beautiful music and making the beautiful art that you do make for this world, to make it just a little bit more beautiful and exciting as only you know how to, right? Because I don't know how to write a song, but I do know how to learn what the business is doing. And speaking of learning what the business does, let me let you know, if you just joined us, Innervision, our nonprofit, which I talk about in our lineup there, going to our nonprofit website, innervisionrecords.org, and making a $10 donation a month, or $10 one-time donation. We work with the physically challenged and grassroots musical artists to teach them the business of music, okay? And we've been doing this since 1994. And we work with musicians not only in Colorado, but all over. So if you're not in Colorado and can I become a member of Innervision and help out on a monthly basis and get valuable information and get have our band or myself interviewed and have that promoted through our Spreaker or through our Facebook ads or what have you, we can definitely do that. Or if you want to get into the top 200 of the Billboard and get your music out there, so terrestrial radio stations can look at that Billboard and say, okay, hey, let's pick the song off there to play. Or just to help with tours, and you can show, hey, we're ranked number 120 on the top 200 Billboard. Hey, so maybe you can up that price from $450 to, who knows, $850 or something like that. So we teach the business, and we're a stepping stone to the next level in your career. All right? So remember, go to our website, innervisionrecords.org. Like our innervisionrecords.org Facebook page, as well as just share this show right here. Now, we are going to talk about things that you can do as a musician to make your lifestyle even more healthier. And some of this stuff is common sense. Some of it may be something to say, hey, I know that, but I need to hear that again. One of the things living in Colorado is that the weather is so dry, and a lot of you musicians sing, especially you singers, especially you drummers. Sometimes the drummer keeps the beat all night long. Boom, 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 boom. Keep it hydrated. And I'm not talking about Pepsis or a beer or Scotch. I'm talking about real hydration. Have your bottle of water right there, so in between songs you can get a drink, because you guys burn up a lot of energy when you're on stage. Even in the recording studio, you think like, oh, I'm sitting down. Why do I have to think about that? You spend overnight hours and all that kind of stuff, or whatever hours you have to spend. Besides your daytime job, you spend time in the recording studio, and you really need to set an alarm. Say, hey, every hour I'm going to drink some water. So you're not only thinking about that song, that when that alarm goes off, and technology is so fantastic. On my phone, I can say, set the alarm for 1 hour, for each hour, and it will set that alarm, and at least I'll be reminded that every hour I should drink some water or do something to that effect. All right, so stay hydrated. Keep that body that God has blessed you with. That's 80% water. Keep it hydrated. Now, also, I know like a lot of drummers. I mean, you guys are working out on that stage. I mean, you're like boom, 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 and it takes some strength. It takes some endurance. It takes stamina to do that. And of course, the singer, you're standing up and you're remembering all these words and you're moving around. You're trying to make the show interesting. I hope you're moving around and trying to make the show interesting and interact with the audience and not closing your eyes on the stage and swaying back and forth, giving your audience eye-to-eye contact, making them feel that they're part of your show. So I would say, outside of your show, find some kind of exercise that you enjoy, whether it be bike riding or walking or weightlifting or running on the treadmill on a cold day like today. I would go down to the gym and get on the treadmill, or walking up and down the stairs. I live on the 7th floor, and I walk up and down the floors and up and down the stairs. Go out the fire escape and go down there and walk up and down, and I do that. And I saw this. I heard this guy George Takei. He used to be Mr. Sulu in Star Trek. He's now 81 years old, and he does 100 push-ups and 50 sit-ups. Now, practically every day, and he even got down on and was showing people how he could do that many push-ups on the show, and boom, he did it. And that was when he was that was about 2-3 years ago when he did that. So people, you don't have to, become sedentary or anything like that. I mean, even if an 81-year-old guy who's an actor or whatever can do 100 push-ups and he's 81 and he could do 50 sit-ups, hey, us younger guys, we can do maybe half of that or maybe double that, right? Or by find something that's comfortable. Something that's comfortable for you as a musician artist, that you can make time to keep yourself fit, right? And let's see. Oh, if you're just joining us, this is Innervision, and this particular show is called our veteran show, Staying Healthy as a Musician or Artist. Okay. Now, get enough sleep. Now, sometimes this is hard for some musicians because, it's still like, if you're booking around Denver, the show starts about 9 o'clock and you have to go until 1 o'clock in the morning, right? So, you can still make sure that you get enough sleep, get your 7-8 hours of sleep. Some people say, I only need 6 hours. Well, do what you can to get your sleep so you can replenish that body. Replenish that body, right? And find something like some kind of meditative thing. What I like to do in the morning is I like to read a chapter or 2 or 3 in the New Testament, or sometimes I might get into the Old Testament. I used to do the Old Testament all the time, like going from the Old to the New, and I had this thing where I would go through the Old New Testament in 1 year, and I used to do that. I did that up until I was like, I did it for a good 30 years, and now I just go through the New Testament. So, but that's for me, right? Or I do breathing exercises just to calm my nerves. So I took yoga for a while, and I think it was only me and another guy that was in this class. So I don't know why more guys don't take yoga. But it was a great class to take for me, and the teacher was very patient, and she explained some of the moves, and she worked with me to get these different yoga positions down, and that was pretty cool. But find something that right before your show that will calm your nerves, right? I know you looked at some old footage of Madonna when she made her film, and then even Lady Gaga when before she goes on stage, and I guess those are the only ones that I know that made films of what they do before they go on the stage. Maybe there's some other ones that you can point out to me as musicians, of artists that things they do before going on stage just to calm their nerves and get focused and get centered before they go out there and give their all to their audience and pour out their sweat, their blood, their artistry to the people that came to see them or paid to see them perform. All right. As we come in the midway of the show, let's give a shout out to the people that have joined us so far. Hey, Anthony, how you doing, my man? Oh, DJ, she's glad to be healthier than before. Okay, God bless you. Alabastri Omar is watching. David Easening is watching. Carmi Anthony Sacco is watching. Thank you. Greg Garveria is watching. Stephen Spreaker is watching. Sorry if I butchered your name. And because DJ and Anthony Romo is watching today, we're going to play a song from DJ called I'm Not Like You. You can find it on our Innervision compilation 2011 and Innervision compilation 2017 CD, the studio version of the song, I'm Not Like You. Please go to iTunes, Amazon, download it, and make their day as you support local music here on Innervision FM. By DJ, I'm Not Like You, and it will really help her out. Even if you go up there and you buy the song from iTunes or Amazon or any of those platforms, it will really help. Now let's get back into our show right here on Innervision FM. Now this next one is I can't stress this, and DJ, you know this one as well, and Anthony, you might know this as well. Eat healthy. Whether you're doing a local show or doing a tour, eating healthy, and I highly recommend this app called Forks Over Knives. Forks like the fork over knives, chop, right? it gives you recipes, and it gives you like different eating plans, like a bunch of just eating plans and things of that sort. What I found is when I started eating the way that they recommended, and I've been on this journey of just learning how to eat healthy. Since I was probably in my 20s. Yeah, in my 20s. So for ideas of how to, fix these different recipes, forks over knives, get the app. They're not paying me. They should be paying me, and they should be advertising on our radio show. But that's not going to stop me from promoting them. So, but as I was saying, I started this journey of just trying to figure out, because when I was like in my teens, I had terrible acne. Went to the skin doctors. All they could recommend me was tetracycline and drugs, and sticking antibiotic needles into. Because it was like I had these huge bumps on my face and so forth. And what they could have told me was, Johnny, they could ask me questions like this. Was Johnny, how do you eat? Do you eat enough vegetables? Do you eat enough grains and beans and do you drink enough water? No questions like that. So that sort of like cleared up some of those skin problems. Cleared up with a lot of like scar tissues. Then in my 20s, still no information, and we didn't have the internet back in the day, and so it was a lot of things I couldn't look up for myself. And as the internet started coming in, then I started like reading things. It was a book I read that talked about eating fruits in the morning, and then and then combining your foods right. And then that sort of gave me like a hint, but as soon as sometimes as soon as you lose the weight and so on like that, you start slipping and you start going back to those old ways, and then the weight starts coming back on. And I think the highest I was like about 240. I think I was 245 or something like that. And that was just the summer I hibernated in my house. Now I'm 5'8" right now, and so I was 248, 45, and hibernating in my house. And then I started coming down and just couldn't get under 200 pounds. Just couldn't seem to do that. Then I found this guy named Patrick Dell, or Dr. CB, and Patrick Delves, Patrick, and then Delves, Delves. And I highly recommend that you look up their videos on YouTube. Patrick Delves, especially, he's from Grenada. But he gives you like the medical side of it, and he gives you the herbal side of it, and just ways of lowering your blood pressure, reducing your chances of getting cancer. And now he's really disciplined. Now he's been doing this for 32 years. So if you're just starting on this journey, don't expect to be at his level overnight, because as I said, he started doing this like many years ago. All right. But I highly recommend Patrick Delves, Delves. And I started on that journey back in January, and then I got really serious like in February. And so I went from weighing 210 pounds down to right now I'm about between like 175 to 180, going back and forth between there. And I do intermittent fasting, meaning like I might fast. I might fast one time a week, depending, and or do like a 24-hour fast. Sometimes when I was 24, I did like a 2-week fast. And I don't know, I just had a lot of time on my hands, I was going through some eye operations and so forth, and just didn't have a chance to get back to that realm. And then I started doing this, and then my blood pressure went down itself, right? And now this may not be for you. Now I cut a lot of meat products out of my eating habits. I cut a lot of processed foods out of my, and I still slip a little bit with the processed foods, chips, potato chips, because I like guacamole a lot. You're not going to be perfect with this, but because you've been conditioned by TV, when you go into the store to eat a certain way. The food pyramid, I still don't understand. When I started reading this other book, I still don't understand why people drink the milk of another species, and they do it up in age, thinking that they're going to get calcium from drinking milk of another species. But that's the lie that the media tells us, that the dairy companies tell us, because they want to make money. They got families to feed. So if it costs you your health, hey, so be it. Someone else will step up and they will take the product and take the poison and go down that line. So doctors are not interested in really making you healthy. They're interested in getting paid. And if you disagree with me, write down in the comment line, hey, I disagree with you. I think doctors, they do help you, and they do help you. If you get shot, hey, I'd rather have a doctor pull out the bullet, whatever. If you get stabbed, I'd rather have a doctor. If you break a leg, hey, fantastic. Have a appendicitis, fantastic. But for all these bypass operations, heart operations, and they all know when they go inside, they see your arteries full with grease and with all these other things, that plaque, and they know where the stuff comes from. But if they tell you, then they won't make any money, right? So their business is based on your ignorance and your living an out of control eating lifestyle. The key word here is a plant-based eating plan. Plant-based eating plan with the beans and vegetables and fruits. You will see a difference. Now, you could be a vegetarian. My sister-in-law, Nina, she told me this. She says, this is before I found Patrick Dell and these guys. She says, Johnny, if you're a vegetarian, why are you so fat? And I had to sit back and she told me this about 2 years ago. We were at my mother's birthday party, and I had to think about that. I say, I stay away from meat. I eat pizza. I eat cookies. I eat cake. I from time to time I drink Pepsis, and I said, what? I stay away from meat products, but why am I so fat? And I had to think about what she said, and the key thing was eating plant-based foods. Being a plant-based vegetarian was the key. And when I switched over to that mindset and got that mindset straight in my head and downloaded this app called Forks Over Knife, that was the game changer. And it took me this long to figure that out. I knew I was missing a key in this, but that was it. Now, the final thing before I let you guys go on this Veterans Day, find people or friends to help you to laugh and to help you not to take life so seriously, that you can have positive feelings. I don't mean like yes guys, yes men, yes women, but just friends that you can just relax and be comfortable around and get positive feedback from each other. Not that you're blowing smoke up each other's rear end, but that you're having a positive interaction with that person, and it's not a fight or a struggle, or if you have a riding partner and sometimes you guys don't get along mentally or in such a way, have other friends around that. So if you guys are successful, or you ladies or whatever are successful at riding, you can take a break from that person and you can say, hey, I need to go get around some other people that are positive, that are giving me some great vibes and so forth. And you need good friends around you. And if you have a partner that tries to cut off your friends and they just want to be the only one and they're not always positive and whatever, you need to make up your own mind that, hey, okay, if you want to control me, if you want to do that kind of stuff to me, this is not going to happen because I need positive people, and we can be together as a couple or whatever. But you can't. I will not let you stop me from having other positive people around me. And who knows, that relationship may break up because that person can't control you and can't keep you in the negative field. Well, so be it. That's what happens, right? So anyway, so that's my Veterans Day show for all you musicians out there, encouraging you to stay healthy because we love your talents. We love the music that you bring to us. Remember, go to our website. We're doing a 100 people donating $10 a month for our operational costs. So go to our website, innervisionrecords.org. That's innervisionrecords.org. Follow us on Facebook, innervisionrecords.org, and follow us on Twitter, innervisionreco. And our Spreaker show will be out sometime today as well. I want to thank you for joining us. Give us a call at 720-324-7278. That's 720-324-7278. And we'll see you the next time here on Innervision FM, our radio station, innervisionfm.com as well. God bless you guys. Have a fantastic day.
Isn't it fun to sing along to the radio? If you could help someone else have that same experience and take it to the next level, maybe you would consider donating an old car, RV, truck, or boat. You know, for over 15 years, Innervision has been helping the physically challenged and grassroots artists to create their music. Using music to heal the world is Innervision's gift to you, and you can help them to continue by donating your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat. You'll also receive a tax deduction at the end of the year. Call us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 1-855-500-7433. That's 1-855-500-7433. Charity ID 4015. Your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat is tax deductible, and it can make a difference right here in Colorado. The artists at Innervision thank you for your support. Make that call toll-free using Innervision's charity ID 4015. Again, the phone number 1-855-500-7433.